Good morning. Good morning. Okay, it's Valentine's Day, and it's like, I think it's like about 7 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But normally, I want to say thank you. Thank you for returning. Thank you for the likes and share. Thank you for just the comments, the thumbs up. And I want to say to each and everyone out there, I am so grateful for um, your comments and returning to watch these videos. Um, I want to say happy Valentine's Day to my son out there and to all my family and friends. Um, um, to everyone who have touched my life in the past years. And I want to say to you, reach out to someone else today and show love. And um, that homeless person that you're passing on the road today, just give them something. Give them a cup of coffee or something like that, or give them money. I don't always give homeless money, but I always give them something, food or something, because they always use the money to buy drugs. So, but I always give them something to eat, something tangible or clothes. But I'm asking everyone out there, it is Valentine's Day. It is the day of love. It is the day of red. And just please open your hearts to love. Love is the most important thing. This is what we're missing on this planet at this time. And I've always said it 1,000 times in my video. We need to remember that love is the only thing that really exists. The rest doesn't exist. Time doesn't exist. It's just an earthly thing that we use to keep check of time, but it doesn't really exist. What I want to say to each and every one out there, this is a karma year. This is the year 2016. Yes, this is the year 2016, and it's a karma year. And I want to say to everyone out there, it hasn't been so easy. The energies and energy vibration of the year is just so horrific, but this year hasn't been so bad because it's actually you're cleaning your karma, so justice and injustice, things that was unjust in your life, because as I said, the karma wheel comes up like a lot of times this year, and not on the karma wheel but on the stuff. But the most important thing that we're going to look at this year and try to have a it's love. Love is what we need on this planet. We forget what is love. We hold in our hearts jealousy, hate, all the stuff that has nothing to do with why we are all here. We're all here to learn lessons. We have different lessons that we need to learn, and we're here to learn them. As I'm saying again, people who vibrate on the 33 ray, the 33 life part ray, you are here helping other people with their karmas. And I know we have like the most horrific, um, really horrific time in our lives right now, but we need to look beyond the illusion. What is going on now, it is an illusion. We have to look beyond the illusion and remember that we're here and we have a contract to work with all these people who are coming in our lives. I i normally do Valentine giveaways and so, but I think this year I I have changed it up, and I think I am doing a Valentine message, just a different message, just without the cards and just the channel actually. And why I decided to do this is that sometimes we don't appreciate and we never tell people how much we love them. And it's most of the time it's when people die that we always really look back and think how many times we could have said we love them. And I've always, ever since in my life, I don't know why, but I've always, if it's a card or something, but in some way tell someone I love them. And I know I talk a lot with my family, and always the last thing we always say to each other is that I love you, and the other person said I love you. And I always do that with my son. It is just something that I constantly do with my son because it's very important that the relationship between a mother and her son is very good, because that is what built the relationship between the son and a woman. That is how you look at things, because your parents are the one who nurture you and the ones who you get the love from. I mean, when you were born, your parents looked at you and you felt that love, and the same love they gave you, you're supposed to bring it out in the world. And the relationship between a man and her and his daughter is supposed to be very important, because the way a man treats his daughter is the same type of person, most of the time, that the daughters go and look for, if it is a healthy, balanced relationship, because not all relationship between, daughters and fathers are healthy. And this is one thing that we should learn, to know the barriers, and what is healthy and what is not healthy in relationships. I want to say to each and every one out there, open your heart to love. Um, Work on your heart chakra. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love another. And even if you said that's not true because I love myself, and how many people say they love their self and they stay in abuse relationship? That's not loving yourself. If you stay in an abused relationship, that's not loving yourself, because what you're doing is depowering yourself. You're not empowering yourself, because when you start to empower yourself and love yourself, you will say, okay, I've had enough of this. And you actually break it, and you take a stop to it. But there's a lot of people, and I'm not, this is a general reading. It's not for men and it's not for women alone. It is just for people in general. When we find that healthy balance in a relationship within ourselves, we will find it also within other people. And that is what we will attract. That energy vibration we will attract to ourselves. Because whatever we are feeling, and whatever is out there, whatever we're letting shine through our aura field and auric field, that is what you attract. And sometimes people attract, sometimes people are just very good. Like, you have really people who are just monogamous. When they're in a relationship and they never think out of the box. And sometimes there are people who, think out of the box and do something out of the box, but yet still they realize, oh my God, I made a big mistake. And they have to learn from these mistakes. So I'm not saying that everybody is perfect. And whenever you make these mistakes, because sometimes people are in their marriage, their relationship, and then they they have these affairs or whatever, and then they lose something very beautiful in their lives. And then you have the time to think, was that a good, or was that, you know, did I make a mistake or something like that? But we all have to make mistake. We have to learn from mistakes so we can elevate ourselves. So is it mistake, or is it was in life, everything is choices. So we always have to think before we do anything. We always have to think about the choices that we make in our life. And sometimes love is blind, people, and sometimes we make choices in our life and then we look back at it and we think, was that a good choice? And this is what I'm saying. Whenever you love yourself and you're not looking outside for somebody to love you, to make you feel good, then you will understand what it is to love and be loved. Because when you love yourself and you realize that someone outside don't have to love you, so you can feel true love for yourself, and and that people are always looking for outside. They're always looking and said, why don't this person like me, or why don't that person like me? And no, 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 you need to work on yourself. Because when you work on yourself and you have self-love, then you will attract that right partner who is right for you. Then the universe will say, okay, I am sending you your divine life partner, or I'm sending you your soulmate, or I'm sending you your twin flame. Okay. Um, it is a day of love, and when we think about love, we also have to think about the people who doesn't have any relationship. And I think if you know that if you know that your neighbors, you have a neighbor that don't have any relationship or so, I invite him for a coffee, or do something with someone so that they also can feel love today. Because it's love is not just about relationship with your parents and relationship with your partners. Love is the love of, you don't have to love your neighbors, but you can like them, you know um and your colleague, people at your work and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that you should have work relationship, because I think that's the most horrible thing that you can ever do. I don't understand why people always choose to have these office relationship. It's unhealthy, people, but it's my point of view, and I leave it there. But what I'm saying is that even an homeless person, give him a cup of coffee. Show a little love today to someone close to you. If you're standing in the supermarket and somebody just need 1 cent or 2 cents, and you have it and you can spare it, it's love, because that person is going to say thank you. It's given and taken. Everything has to be balanced, and because it's a day of love, we need to really embrace that, because it's so important that we embrace this day of love. Do not look at the 14th of February because it's Valentine's Day. That's the only day you think about love. You should not do that. You should always, I mean, even if you, some people are afraid of saying, I love you. I can't imagine that people are afraid, but some people are really afraid to do it. And I mean, if it can't come out, you should think, why is it I'm so afraid to say it? I mean, what is it that is blocking me? You have to look within yourself and you have to find what exactly is blocking you, why you can't say, or why you can't open up and say, I love you, you know? And when we do these things, we heal ourselves, because this is what we need to do. Then the heart chakra will start to open, and we will start to see and understand and open our hearts to people. I want to ask everyone out there, love is beyond borders. It's beyond colors. It's beyond race. Beyond where you're from, where you were born. We need to let go of the stigmatism that we have a tag on everything. Look at the next person that you see. Look at them through your eyes of a soul Feel it from out your heart chakra and not out your eyes looking at them. You should look at them, but you're feeling from your heart chakra. And there you will feel no color. You know, I don't know, ever since I was a child, I just don't look at people at colors. It is unbelievable that people, um, especially now in the 21st century, that people are still looking at people with colors. No, I find it very strange. I personally do not do it. I see everyone as a soul. I feel you from a soul level. I don't see colors. I don't wish to see colors. I don't think we should see everything around us as this person is from this race and that. No, no, no. That's not. That's how I have learned my entire life, and I guess my grandmother and my mom. Yeah, I'm always talking about my grandmother and my mom because they have groomed me to be the person who I am. And my grandmother always say, love is behind borders, colors, and everything. And it doesn't matter what color or whoever you go with. Once they're not hitting you, then anyone is welcome at home. We never grew up and seen people as color. We saw people, we were taught that people were just people, and we see beyond what is there. So, this is a message that I want to tell people. Love is just the most important thing. Say I love you to your partner. Say I love you to your parents. And this is another thing that I really want to bring in is um, your parents have brought you on this planet, have brought you in this world. And there's a lot of us that um, have, yeah, misunderstanding, have things with our parents. It's a day of love. Call them up, even if you can't say I love you, because you need to work out on why you can't say I love you. There is a reason why you can't say I love you. Um, Whenever someone can't really come out and say I love you, that means there is a block in your heart chakra, and you need to work on that block in your heart chakra. Call someone, tell them how you feel about them. It's the day of love. We're going to think about love not today, but every day. If even you don't say it, you can send a card. Send a card to someone and say, that was very nice of you, what you did for me. Thanks. That's a form of saying, I loved you for what you do. We need to stop and think about the feelings of other people. We need to think about the persons who don't have a relationship. We just don't. If your girlfriend doesn't have a relationship, we don't really need to rub it in and say, oh, I got this for Valentine's Day or so. No, because that's hurting. um that's really hurting someone's feeling. So, today just go out, have coffee, pay for the coffee. It's she doesn't have in a relationship, or he doesn't have in a relationship, but try and spend some time not only with your partner today, but also share with your friends who doesn't have a relationship. I I really want to ask people, please, love is so beautiful. Love is just one of those things that you can feel it, but you can't touch it. But whenever you embrace yourself, whenever you heal yourself, whenever you have been ill, so you attract healthy situation, healthy relationship, healthy people in your lives. I mean, there's some women who have problems with relationship, and because they didn't have a healthy relationship with their fathers. There are some men who have problems with their relationship because they never had a healthy relationship with their mother. And it's always the opposite polarity because the women always go for men who um, who have the same continence as their father. But sometimes when there is an imbalance and there was not a healthy relationship with a woman and her father, she end up in these misformed relationships. That mean these relationships that she brings in, because you have to realize that relationships are based upon contracts that you have with other people. And this is why I'm saying to women and men out there, this is for both sex, masculine and feminine, whoever and wherever, and the amount of relationships that you have or sexual partners that you have, you always have to clear contract with them, okay? So you come back to clear contracts with these people. Also, the people out there who likes to attract other people who are in relationship, it is wrong. You are breaking the karma. You're breaking the karma contracts that people have together. You need to let people release their relationship before you start to enter their relationship, because when you break people karma relationship, yes, sometimes you're sent there to break it, but not all the time. Actually, the universe is always saying something has to be released before something good comes in. So if you break someone relationship, if you go between two persons and break the relationship, you are breaking the karma, and you're going to get that karma that you have broken between two persons. So it's so beautiful if people understand how things are connected on this planet. If people understand what we do have effects, it has um, positive and negative effect. It has everything vibrate. Everything vibrate. Everything is energy. So if you break the energy of two things, then you are going to get the energy of that. So you will be clearing more karmas. There are so many forms of relationship. There are also people who are married, and yeah, sometimes it's just happened that they have like these um flirts of whatsoever, and then they lose their marriage, and their marriage was good, and then they end up with a partner that they thought, oh my god, I thought, yeah, the grass was green on the other side. But it's never ever like that, people. When we start to understand that sometimes certain relationship and certain people come in your life for a reason. When you meet that person that resonate with you, there are some people who out there who see other people in their relationship on their partners, and they have no idea, because not everybody knows everybody karma contract, and they're going to want to enter your relationship, and um, they're going to come and like friend you to get into. That's wrong. That's just wrong. You're just creating more karma for yourself. That's just wrong. The universe, everything in the universe, vibrate on a different vibration level. When people are in relationship, it's a contract. It's a karma contract that they needs to work out. If the universe, whenever that karma contract is closed and is off, and then you come in, then you won't get that contract. But once people break up other people relationship, they get karma contract. And when we learn this, we will understand why these things happen to us, why we attract certain things, why we don't get good relationship in our lives, is that when people break up other people relationship, that's what they attract, bad karma. And bad karma, especially when you kill people, you get bad karma. Whenever you break up relationship, whenever you get between things that has nothing to do with you, that is when you get back bad karma, because everything in the universe have a reason and a state. And whenever people are in relationship and people go in between that, they break the energy of that relationship, they break the karma, and then people have to come back and redo it again. Okay. I am not here to tell people what to do. I mean, whatever you do with your life, it's your thing. But when we learn that all um, all effects, everything that we do have an effect, then we will understand. And that's why I'm constantly, and I'm here telling people, love is all we need. Even if you know that that person is stabbing you in your back, and I know people, it is not easy. Even if you know that a person is lying and deceiving to you, I know it's not easy, but you have to constantly tell yourself, love is what we need. I need to forgive this person. Forgiveness is the most important thing. If we can't forgive ourselves, and we can't, when we forgive ourselves and we forgive people what they done to us, then we can learn to love ourselves. And if we don't love ourselves, we can't love anyone else. And I want to say, I am wishing you a fantastic and a wonderful Valentine's Day. And I want to say to my niece out there, yeah, I know your mom would be 95 years old today. And she passed away last year. But I want to say, just, I love you. I know it's not easy because yeah, but I want to tell you it's going to be okay. Through the years, you will work that out. And to the rest of the world, I love you. All the people who what comments, thumbs up, no thumbs up, or what comments. I love you because of you, I can look at myself, and because of your critic, I can look at myself, and because of your comment, I can look at myself and I can better myself from that. And I'm saying to you, happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. And remember, love is all we need.